come in and I can't get out. I'm walking in. I didn't have to get the gate. I'm walking in.
Hey guys, welcome back to Terre Hill Farm. One thing you'll find when you move out into the country, or you get a home on a little bit of land, is that you're probably going to have a gate, and sooner or later you're going to get tired of getting out and opening and shutting the gate every time you leave the property. So we had to get something to at least take care of the gate opening and closing. This is the system that I ended up putting in. I'll show you some of the steps of the process, and I'll point out a couple of things that you might look for or think about before you buy a DIY kit like this. There's two popular DIY brands, one being Mighty Mule, which I think Tractor Supply carries that, and Ghost Controls, which you can get on Amazon. Price-wise, they're not that drastically different. I just ended up going with the Ghost Controls based on what kind of fit my needs, and the installation process was not bad, but there's some things that you need to think about before you do the gate. First off, if you're using the Ghost Controls kit, I can't speak to the Mighty Mule because I didn't install that, but the Ghost Controls kit, this bracket that mounts to the gate post is made for a square gate post. Now most people, including myself, had a round gate post, and you'll either have to order the $27 kit that comes with an extra round gate post attachment, or you're going to have to figure out some way to cut into your post and make it work. I read the instructions for once, and the instructions recommended a 6x6 gate post. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and got a 12-foot 6x6 from Home Depot for about 52 bucks. It was quite heavy, and you would need a truck to get it home. It turns out with that gate post, the installation was pretty simple. I've seen people struggle with it with round posts, so my recommendation is if you're doing your fence and your gate at the same time, the kit will mount as it comes in the box to the square gate post. The system's pretty self-explanatory. There's a control box here. There's the powered arm that opens the gate, and then you can run it off a 12-volt battery, or if you have power, you can run it comes with, the kit I got came with a power adapter where you could run power to it, and then it would convert it to 12 volt for this system to use. Their standard system comes with a solar charger for the 12 volt battery. Neither of the kits come with a battery. I just happened to have a couple of extra 12 volt marine batteries, so I just went ahead and used what I had. The solar panel that comes with the kit is about 48 bucks on Amazon. Ghost Controls does make a 30-watt solar panel, and that's the maximum wattage solar panel you can use with the system. So the 30-watt solar panel, I figured, since I didn't have the best visibility to the sun, I figured I'd get more power into the battery with a bigger solar panel. And it wasn't that big a deal to rig up a mount. What I actually did was end up using some parts from a old dish satellite. It had these pieces with it. So I just took the pieces off, kind of refit them a little bit, turn them around, and then put a piece of plywood up in there to secure it. So, you know, if you can get creative like that, great. If you're in a place that you don't have direct sunlight, I'd probably go with a 30-watt solar panel just to get a better charge on the battery. You can do that with, I think it's an extra $200 for their 30-watt solar panel. Or again, if you have the pieces sitting around, maybe you're handy, you can do it yourself. And you know, I guess that cost me 50, 60 bucks maybe for parts. So anyway, let's get to the gate. Okay, number one with the gate, when you're doing any kind of gate work, obviously the hard part is getting the gate level and getting it set up right with the right gate post and making sure you don't have a lot of wiggle in your gate. So treated 6x6 gate post, sunk 4 feet in the ground, gives us about 8 feet, which is kind of perfect for the solar panel to get it out of the way. Once we got that post in, after that, everything was pretty easy to level. The kit that I got came with the opener, and it comes with a keypad out there. And so I just used a scrap piece of, I think that's 4x6 out there that I had, just a main post to mount the keypad. And it's pretty, the keypad is not wired, just kind of like a garage door opener, except it's got a code. The kit only comes with one remote control. We did order a second control, and I would recommend, you know, if you got 2 cars and 2 people coming in and out, it'd probably be better to have 2 controls. I went ahead and changed out the original gate hinge pins, which were the screw-in type that don't go fully through this is what the original pins look like. And these pins, the weight of the gate on these pins tended to cause a split in the wood. I don't know if you can see it down here. So I went back and got adjustable hinge pins right here that go all the way through the gate. And I think these do a much better job of giving you the ability to level the gate out and to make sure it's not putting undue pressure on just part of the post. So I pulled the original pins out and moved up just a hair there, left the old one down there, and I think it's done a much better job of keeping the gate level. So anyway, that's my final recommendation. So one more thing that came with the kit, which was a big deal for me, and because I wanted it. There's nothing I hate more than going out of somebody's property, like you want to go home and you get to the gate and they have to let you out. So this kit comes with a driveway sensor, and it's a wireless driveway sensor. So buried down here is the driveway sensor that senses large metallic objects like cars, and it triggers this unit right here like a remote control. When somebody pulls a car up here, it'll open the gate. So that makes it pretty convenient. We can get in and out of the gate without a remote control. We have a code on the post over there. So other than that, let's see if we can't open the gate. Okay, so technically I should just be able to drive up here and the gate will open. So let's give it a try. Hey, looks like it's opening. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it's steady. And you can set how wide you want it to open. It's got a lot of the settings and stuff. Just follow the directions. The directions are pretty good. A little confusing at some points, but not bad. And there's a setting in the gate for how long you want the gate to stay open. I think we set it for a minute. So after a minute, the gate will close itself. All in all, pretty happy with it so far. We'll see how it holds up so far. I feel like it's working pretty good.
I'd like the gate to close. Vanna White.
Don't get
Vanna White because